Hello Eurovision fans, thank you so much for coming to my channel Eurovision Histories. Today I want to look at the Moldovan entry for Eurovision 2023, Soarele și Luna. Soarele, soarele, soarele și luna, nopțile, nopțile, nopțile cu luna. Because it is full of references to Moldovan and Romanian folklore, and in this video we will look at both the lyrics and the performance and take a deep dive into Moldovan folklore. Now the song is about a wedding being held by the sun and the moon, so Soarele și Luna means sun and moon, in a forest by the river, which already sounds like a fairy tale, and it is riddled with lots of references to Moldovan folklore and also medieval themes. So let's look at the lyrics. He starts by singing forest with thick leaves, so we already have the setting of our song. I think I found myself a wife. We have the topic, which is going to be the wedding. And then Dniester with smooth water. I lost myself and it's your fault. The Dniester is Moldova's most important river, which is separating Moldova from the breakaway region of Transnistria. And it starts in Ukraine and ends in the Black Sea, kind of connecting the whole region. Singing to the river and to nature is a very frequent motif in folklore, and this he does here by blaming the Dniester for falling in love, it seems. And one of my commentators said that in the Romanian version, Dniester is actually in the vocative, so it's quite clear that he is addressing the river as such. He sings, I sang to her with lots of doinas until she wanted to kiss me. I sang to her, I danced to her, spoiled her in every way. So doinas are his way of trying to convince her of also falling in love with him. And doinas are a Romanian musical style quite customary, especially in peasant music, but also in lautaresca, so in lute music. And if you remember, Pasha Parfeny already participated in Eurovision in 2012 with a song called Lautar. And it is about him trying to impress a girl with his trumpet. You haven't seen before, now, peasant doinas are often sung in solitude. A herdsman alone on the pastures with his sheep comes to mind, and they have common themes such as melancholy and love for nature, but also longing and erotic feelings. So it makes sense that Pasha wants to convince his future wife with a doina. And the fun thing is that Pasha's actual wife in real life actually wrote the lyrics, so maybe she's talking from experience in this song. The song continues, sun, sun, sun and moon, they will hold us, they will hold us, they will hold us, a wedding. And Pasha has said in interviews that the song is about human love and connection, but also about cosmic love represented by sun and moon, and talks about how the universe sometimes align and two people fall in love. He has also said that the use of sun and moon as personified characters is a trope that is used in a lot of folklore all over Europe, and so it is something that can connect all Europeans. I promised my bride a wedding under a starry sky. I gave her on the seventh night a ring with a gemstone, he continues. And gemstone again is a very medieval reference to me, which makes the song sound like a fairy tale. And seventh night, 7 is a very important number in mythology. The 7 Pleiades in Greek mythology, 7 deadly sins in Christianity. There were also 7 wonders of the ancient world. So another reference that makes this song seem very mythological. Now let's talk about the performance, which has even more references to folklore. The backings with antlers are supposed to represent Muma Pădurii, mother of the forest, a Romanian folklore figure, an old woman with antlers who can be seen as spiritual protector of the woods and an extension also protector of the love of the two newlyweds, maybe. In Romanian folklore, she is, however, often depicted as an ugly and mean old woman living in the forest and protecting animals and plants. She cures the forest and also protects it from trespassers, which makes her scary and menacing in some stories, and some equate her to the witch in Hansel and Gretel, actually. And then we have the flute player, Statu-Palma-Barba-Cot, another folkloristic figure who helps the protagonist to win his love with his flute, a little bit like in the song Lautar. And Statu-Palma-Barba-Cot is a character that often appears in Romanian fairy tales, and he usually appears in the narrative as a supernatural figure of small stature who helps the protagonists and guides them, and in this case tries to help Pasha win the love of his future wife. Now, a slightly more out there interpretation is that the song references the popular Romanian folktale Miorița, in which a shepherd is murdered by two of his colleagues, and he tells his lamb to conceal the murder and to tell everyone that he was actually married off to a princess, that the sun and the moon were witnesses to the wedding, that the trees were the guests, and basically to tell his weeping mother that he isn't dead, that he was married off to a princess and that he left for that reason. Now, some people think that that actually means that the main protagonist of Soarele și Luna was also murdered. However, I do see the similarities between the two, with the sun and the moon being present at the wedding, but Pasha has not mentioned this in any interview, so I think it's a bit of over-interpretation, but still quite fun. And so these are all the references I could find in the song and in the performance. I hope you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you want more videos like this one. There are already lyric interpretations of many other songs of Eurovision 2023, including Spain or Finland. So check that out and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you for my next video. Bye bye.